Mumbaikar, it's your moment. Battle for BMC set to kick off. Pause after 3 years of delay. Rhetoric loud, but roads broken. Asmita politics versus civic reality. Will Mumbaikars finally get their due? Maximum city, maximum stakes.
Good evening, you're watching To The Point. I come to you from the city of Calcutta, West Bengal, the lovely Victoria right behind me. Well, the state that is up for elections in just 2 months, while we're going to put our focus firmly on the BMC elections that are taking place. But before I get you the latest, allow me to take you through the headlines. ED versus Didi courtroom drama in Bengal. Calcutta High Court disposes of TMC plea after ED says it hasn't seized anything during IPAC raids. Now action shifts to top court, Supreme Court to hear ED's plea against TMC tomorrow. Justice Yashwant Verma remains defiant, opposes impeachment in his reply to the parliamentary panel, says he cannot be blamed for failure of police and fire officials to secure the site where money was found. As violence continues to spiral in Iran with over 2,000 people dead in clashes, MEA issues an urgent advisory to all Indian nationals in Iran, asking them to leave the country at the earliest. Grooming gang racket exposed in West London. Over 206 come together to rescue a minor girl allegedly abducted by a Pakistani grooming gang. The suspect is taken into police custody. It's raining freebies in Tamil Nadu on the day of Pongal. Netas across party lines distribute freebies on occasion of Pongal. Prime Minister Modi extends Pongal wishes to people of Tamil Nadu, hailing culture and tradition of Tamil Nadu. Prime Minister Modi to sound the poll bugle in Chennai on January 23rd. Top NDA parties to participate in rally. Sources say another party may also join hands with NDA before Prime Minister's rally. All right, let's begin with the latest news coming in on the Zubeen Garg death mystery, and it seems it's not such a mystery anymore or a murder as per the coroner's office in Singapore. The Singapore police has made startling revelations which lay bare on the manner in which Zubeen Garg passed away in Singapore. While allegations are flying thick and fast, Zubeen Garg's death has become political fodder as well. Lots of allegations and counter-allegations on that. But the Singapore Coroner's Office, where the death actually took place, which was in Singapore, the Coroner's Office has come clean and has said singer Garg was drunk, Zubeen Garg was drunk, had declined life jacket. This is what the Coroner's Court have said in Singapore. Popular Indian singer, songwriter Zubeen Garg was severely intoxicated. This is what the coroner's office has told the court, that Zubeen Garg drowned off the Lazarus Island after declining a life jacket last September. A coroner's court in Singapore was told on Wednesday. Zubeen Garg, 52, was with a yacht party on September 19, 2025, where he died of drowning a day before he was slated to perform at the Northeast Indian Festival in Singapore. The singer, and this has all been detailed in a court of law by the coroner's office in Singapore, where it said the singer initially wore a life jacket but removed it and later declined to put on a second one offered to him. The chief investigating officer told the court in the opening of the inquiry. At the time, Garg was also severely intoxicated, and several witnesses saw him trying to swim back to the yacht when he went limp and began floating with his face in the water. Garg was promptly rescued back to the yacht and CPR was administered, but he was pronounced dead later the same day. The singer had a medical history of hypertension and epilepsy, with his last known epileptic episode in 2024. However, it is unclear if he had taken his regular medication for epilepsy on the day of the incident, while the evidence of eyewitnesses insufficient to establish that he had actually taken it. The Singapore police does not suspect any foul play in the death. One needs to underline that. This has been stated by the coroner's office, that the Singapore police does not suspect any foul play in his death. A total of 35 witnesses are slated for the inquiry. The chief investigating officer in the case has also stated that 20 people on the yacht, including his friends and colleagues, had some alcohol on the boat. The investigating officer then described a step-by-step account of what happened. During the first swim, Garg removed his life jacket and later went back on the yacht and was heard saying that he was tired. When he decided to resume swimming, Garg was offered a second, smaller life jacket but declined to wear it. He entered the water without a life jacket and started swimming in the direction of the island. Ultimately, what one needs to underline, viewers, is this: that the Singapore police has clearly stated in a court of law that Zubin Garg's death was an accident and there was no foul play, as ruled at least by the coroner's office in Singapore. I want to cut across right now to my colleague Vijay, who's joining us live with more details. Vijay, this is bound to have ramifications in the state of Assam, a state which is election bound in the next 2 months, where Zubeen Garg has become a hot political issue. The Singapore police coming in, the coroner, the investigating officer deposing in court, stating that Zubeen Garg's death was an accident and there was no foul play.
You know, this development has come up in a day of Bihu, when whole Assam is having Bihu for the first time without Zubeen Garg. And this reports are suggesting that Zubeen Garg has jumped into the waters the second time without a life jacket, and then he drowned. And he was also taken to the yacht and given CPR, and he was heavily intoxicated, it has been mentioned, and the level of alcohol in his blood was found as 330 milligram per milliliter of per 100 milliliter of blood was found in his blood. That's the coroner court that was told to the coroner's court in Singapore. You know, we all know that Zubeen Garg had history of epilepsy and also had a very rough sleeping schedule, and this comes at a time when Assam is going for elections, and it is a big development for the Zubeen Garg murder case in Assam.
Right. Well, there's lots to look at here, viewers, because as my colleague Vijay just said, that it was known that Zubeen Garg had epilepsy. He had a rough schedule when it came to sleeping. He also had a very troublesome relationship when it came down to alcohol. He very often in interviews accepted that he did have a problem where alcohol was concerned. Now, juxtapose it with what is happening right now in the state of Assam, where you have both The BJP, the Congress, locked in a political battle over Zubeen Garg. There have been people who've been taken under arrest for the alleged murder of Zubeen Garg. The Chief Minister of Assam has already proclaimed that Zubeen Garg was murdered and it wasn't a natural death. In light of all of that, now you have Singapore police. This accident, as per the Singapore police, had taken place where a yacht party was on. Zubeen and his friends, some of his colleagues, his manager were on that yacht. It happened off the coast of Singapore, and it was not, and there was no foul play, which has at least been judged by the coroner's office and the Singapore police. They say it was an accident. Will this have ramifications back home in Assam, which is election bound? I want to bring in Vijay back into this conversation. Vijay, break it down for us, because this has become a hot political flashpoint. We don't have Vijay with us anymore. We're going to try and cut across to him. But this is big news, viewers. It will play out on multiple fronts. Even the family of Zubeen Garg, his wife, earlier on had said that she did not suspect any foul play, and then said that if at all there is foul play, then the perpetrators of the crime need to be brought to justice. There have been people who've been taken under arrest in this particular case. A parallel investigation is taking place in India as well. Having said that, you have the Singapore police now ruling out the cause of death of Zubeen Garg in accident and no foul play. Interesting developments, especially when you note them in a political context as well. Not just that, the sheer fact that there are people today who have been arrested for the death of Zubeen Garg. This was a case, what many would have suggested was going down the lines of a Sushant Singh Rajput case. But at least here, you've had a police force of another government, another country, which is Singapore, coming out and stating that as per their investigation, there is no foul play. Zubeen Garg died of intoxication and drowning. To the BMC election, where the richest municipality in India, all set to vote tomorrow. We'll know the results day after. The BMC is going to elections after 2017, 8 years on. What do Mumbaikars really want? And ultimately, they might want something. Will they really go out and vote for what they want is the big question.
Tomorrow, Mumbai votes. The campaign has been loud about Thackeray legacy, Marathi pride, and who speaks for the Marathi Manus. But on the ground, Mumbaikars are asking different questions. The Shiv Sena UBT MNS alliance framed this election as a fight to preserve Marathi identity and unity. The Mahayuti countered with Hindu pride, promising a Hindu mayor, protection and housing for Marathi speakers. But while identity dominated the narrative, the ballot for many Mumbaikars has been about survival in a city under strain. Mumbai is choking. The Bombay High Court has repeatedly pulled up the BMC over rising air pollution, warning that drastic steps are needed. Yet, residents say little has changed. Despite hundreds of crores spent, potholes remain a permanent feature. Over 59,000 potholes were reported in just 1 year. For Mumbaikars, bad roads mean daily danger. Mumbai faces a daily water shortfall of up to 500 million litres. No new dam in decades, even as the city keeps expanding. Reliable clean water remains a growing concern. Footpaths have vanished under illegal encroachments. The High Court has called the situation painful and troubling. But enforcement on the ground remains weak. So when Mumbai votes tomorrow, beyond identity politics and slogans, the choice is about basics: clean air, safe roads, reliable water, walkable footpaths. That's what the BMC poll means for Mumbaikars. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, let's cut across right now to some Mumbaikars as Mumbai gets set to vote But, we can crib for all we want of what Mumbai wants. But will Mumbai earn the right to crib? That's the question. And that right can only come at the back if that finger is inked tomorrow. And history stands testimony that the voting patterns where Mumbai comes into question, especially in BMC elections, has been abysmal. It was the highest the last time around in 2017, 8 years ago, where it was 55%. Before that, Mumbai has recorded an abysmal voter turnout of not more than 50%, sometimes middling 40s. I want to cut across to our panelists this evening. Joining me, Tara Deshpande, author, actor, Meghna Pant, author, Dr. Apathy Goyal, CEO, Medical Director of Cutis Skin Studio. She's also a celebrity dermatologist. Dr. Goyal is also a celebrity dermatologist. Bharat Dhabolkar, advertising professional. Mr. Dhabolkar, the rhetoric is something else, the narrative is something else. It needs to be scripted by the likes of you. Voting percentage in BMC election has been abysmal. Do you really think people will actually put their money where their mouth is, go and actually vote and register a count which can effect a legitimate change?
No, they won't. In Mumbai, Mumbai never votes. Only 50% of Mumbai votes at the most. And this time's election campaigns of all the political parties, I underline all the political parties, have been the most ridiculous and the most irrelevant campaigns I have ever seen. This was a civic election. What is coming up tomorrow is a civic election. As somebody just said, it's about the roads, it's about the water. It is not about development of the state. This is not a Vidhan Sabha election. It is not about the Marathi pride. It is not about Adani. It is not about Mumbai being taken away. It is about, do I get good roads in my locality? Do I get enough water? Are my footpaths walkable? These are the issues, and not one single political party has touched upon these issues. It is the most ridiculous campaign I have ever seen. And sadly, Mumbaikars don't give a damn.
No, I understand that it is a ridiculous campaign, but that's the question. Because, the fact is, you will see a ridiculous campaign because it really doesn't matter. And why it doesn't matter is because we can't stress on it again and again, and we're doing so multiple times. On air, on India Today. Go out and vote. If you want to crib about your roads, water, then
Absolutely.
Earn the right to crib. Tara Deshpande, I want to bring you in. The political narrative has been very, very different than what the narrative should be and what the reality is on ground. There is a complete disconnect between our netas and what people really want. But, and there's a huge but, we will have people who will come on camera, who will come on air, to elucidate on what's wrong with Mumbai, but tomorrow they are not going to go out and vote.
I'm very sad to say, but Mumbai, the city of dreams, is turning into Mumbai, the city of screams. And these screams are being heard by nobody. In order for people to hear us and hear our plight, I think we really need to make a lot of noise, and the best noise we can make is to go out and vote. We have some serious issues here. Some of these points were mentioned by you earlier in the program, but let me give you a few numbers to show you how bad it is. There is one toilet for every 1,820 women in this city. Only 60% of toilets in this city get electricity on a continuous basis. We have a situation where 1 out of 24 wards in the BMC gets 24 hours water supply. The rest get about 5.3 to 5.7 liters. The situation has become so bad that there isn't a single road left in Mumbai where there aren't potholes. We are now cutting down mangroves. We are cutting down trees like a lawnmower in someone's garden. When we know that our city is a coastal city, climate change has resulted in rising sea levels. We have suffered catastrophic floods in Maharashtra as well as in Mumbai that have taken lives. And yet we continue to destroy our floodplains. This is really critical because once things go really wrong, there's very little you can do to sort this out. We want the BMC to stop cutting down our trees and to stop destroying our mangroves. We want the Mitti River to be desilted. We want the encroachments to be removed. And speaking of encroachments, this is one of the biggest reasons Mumbai is being destroyed. Illegal encroachments illegal buildings, and very high IQI, which are all connected together. There is so much illegal construction taking place in the city, and the legal construction doesn't follow any rules. We have so much dust, both from road construction as well as from buildings. Every second building has work going on all hours of the night.
Tara
It's
Deshpande, I
creating.
can't seem to hear you. Either, we've lost you because I am in Kolkata. We've lost you, or we're going to try and reconnect to you. Meghna, Pant, I want to bring you into this conversation. Tara is giving some very hard facts out on why we need a great civic body to put Mumbai back together, which is clearly fraying at its edges. There is a larger question here, though, Meghna, that the onus also lies on the people of Mumbai.
Absolutely.
To effect that change.
Absolutely, Preeti. I love Mumbai. I love Mumbaikars. But I hate how apathetic Mumbai is when it comes to voting and the pride that Mumbaikars almost take in being apolitical. The Mumbai that I know has been othered from politics for decades. We've been told subtly and even not so subtly that politics is dirty, it's distant. It's like this othering that voters are, underprivileged, or they've been offered train or electricity or bus fare concessions or 3,000 rupees a month. Now, that mindset has led directly to voter apathy and this chronically low turnout that you just mentioned. But let me be very clear, this BMC election is not about partisanship, it's not about ideology, it's not about party politics. People need to understand this is about how you live every single day. So stop making excuses. It's embarrassing. Go out and vote. Tomorrow's a holiday. Voting does not require heroism. It takes 10-15 minutes. Your polling booth is in your ward, that is your neighborhood. Very often it's literally in your building or the one next door. So if you have a voter ID or even your parchi, just go. There are no excuses left. Go decide who your cooperator is going to be. This is the person who's going to represent your neighborhood in the city council. The city council is sitting on 60-70,000 crore rupees that can change your day-to-day life. This vote is going to decide how your roads are, how your drains are, how safe your parents feel walking on the road, whether your children can breathe clean air, how your garbage is handled, your water and electricity. So this is not about politics. This is about quality of life. It's your responsibility and your civic duty. So Mumbaikars, please ask yourself simple questions. Go to ChatGPT if you have to. Find out who your cooperator is. What work have they actually done? What promises have they kept? Has accessibility improved or worsened? Just see what's going on around you, at least in your neighborhood. And that's what democracy is all about. So my appeal to Mumbaikars is simple: show up, vote local, vote practical, vote for who makes sense for your life. Because if you don't choose, someone else will, and we'll still be stuck complaining in traffic and floods and in broken cities that we've forgotten to how to defend. So it's like choosing to stay with a toxic partner, and then the fault is finally with you, right? So don't do armchair activism after that. Tomorrow, Mumbai needs to stop surviving and start deciding.
Tara Deshpande, author and actor, Meghna Pant, author, Apratim Goyal, who's the CEO and medical director of Cutis Skin Studio, a celebrity dermatologist in Mumbai, and Bharat Dhabolkar, advertising professional. These are the four guests we have with us right now. Thank you very much, guests, for staying with us. We are talking about what do Mumbaikars want. The battle for BMC that is set to take off, voting tomorrow. We'll start with you, Tara Deshpande. What do Mumbaikars want? Are we looking at issues-based elections, or are we stuck on religion, region and language? Tara Deshpande.
Well, I think there'll always be a little bit of identity politics because this is India, this is Bharat. But I think it's less so in Mumbai than it is in other parts of the country. We just have such huge issues right now that are so worrisome that I think people are kind of more scared than they have been before. Also, we're having an election after a really long time. So I think, I'm hoping that we have more people voting than in the past. One of the issues that citizens often complain about is that the response time of the BMC to their problems are far from what the Citizens Charter outlines. The Citizens Charter says for emergency problems, 24 hours to resolve it and 3 business days to resolve a non-emergency problem. But the average from studies shows that it takes between 30 and 35 days for the BMC to resolve any of the citizens' issues. This is, a very, very long drawn process getting any problem solved here. And one of the reasons for it is there are, a lot of reasons, and these are quite surprising. The BMC's budget has gone up by 25% 5 years ago, and again in this period by another 20%. Yet there has been a fall of between 11 and 18% in the monies that have been passed on to the wards. So if the wards are ill-equipped, how are they going to function? We also have a lot of vacancies in the BMC right now in very critical sectors that have not been filled. We need more people manning the BMC in order to help citizens out.
All right.
So, yeah.
All right, thank you very much for that, Tara Deshpande. Dr. Apratim Goyal is also with us. If we can get your view, Dr. Goyal, on what are the big issues for Mumbaikars right now? As Tara was saying, there are a lot of issues. The BMC doesn't even respond, and there hasn't been an election in the BMC for a long time now. Dr. Goyal.
Hi. Yes. So I think our issues are very, very basic. Clean water, clean air, a proper disposal of waste. We need proper sanitation, especially for women, because in my practice, I see lots of urinary infections leading to kidney infections. And yes, this noise is creating so much of distress, and it is upsetting not only citizens, but also our pets. So I think very, very basic, since Mumbai is a place we all want to be by choice, I think it should become a very livable city. It should be, all we are asking is very, very basic amenities, water, sanitation, noise, less noise. I'm not saying noise less, but less noise, clean water, sanitation, and air pollution is at its peak, as we know. Lately, it's been Mumbai-Delhi, race for pollution. So I think that if these basic things are set in place, that's what every Mumbaiker wants.
All right, Dr. Goyal, you're saying that if these basic things are in place, that's what every Mumbaiker wants. But we've seen so much politics being played when it comes to dealing with pollution. We're seeing a lot of politicking when it comes to basic civic amenities. Let me also go across to Meghna Pant. Meghna Pant, we've seen a lot of politics being played, particularly when it comes to identity politics in Maharashtrian politics. With the BMC elections, we've seen the kind of language that has been used in the last several months. We've seen the kind of identity politics, language politics that has come up. Is that going to have an impact on how the Mumbaikar will vote tomorrow, according to you?
I think there are narratives that are being deployed about demographic and voter behavior, but I think it's strategic. And while opponents are calling these messages divisive, my take on this is that this is very dangerous and polarizing and very divisive. So we should not other any religion and slot them under, a particular religion that is not even, that is foreign to India. This is infantilizing them, and the serious issue of anti-national elements. And all citizens, especially in a city like Mumbai, are stakeholders in the city's future. Reducing them to a monolithic sort of voting block or using them as scapegoats is inaccurate. It's very harmful. Let's remember that Mumbai thrives because of its diversity, not despite it. And using religion, caste, or identity to steer fear, this is not constructive political debate. It's a way to distract voters from real issues like infrastructure or health or education and jobs. So when any political alliance tries to frame communities as threats, it risks dividing people rather than uniting them around shared challenges. So please remember, Mumbaikars, that political debate should challenge policies and governance. So let's engage with citizens respectfully, regardless of their religion, and strengthen our democracy, because fear-mongering is only going to weaken it. And I'll tell you this much, I'm also an immigrant to Mumbai. I'm a Pahadi, I'm from north of India originally, but Mumbai has been for 30 plus years, and I've never felt like an outsider. And that's what Mumbai does. It's a melting pot. It's not a cultural gatekeeper, and it never will be.
All right. Bharat Dabholkar, I'll take the same question to you as well. How is Mumbai going to be voting? What is your take on it? Is it going to be voting on the issues of civic infrastructure, or is the religion, region, language politics going to hold sway? Bharat Dabholkar.
Well, 50% Mumbai is not going to be voting. What we are doing is wishful thinking here. And my constituency, which falls in South Bombay, is the crown jewel of apathetic behavior. We can talk till cows come home about how we should go out and vote. That's our democratic right. But Mumbaikars don't give a damn. And that's why they deserve the kind of situation that we are in right now. If we don't have more than 50% people voting when there are so many problems that are facing us, and we all talk about it all the time, why aren't people coming out on voting? And the sad part, which I began by saying, is that all political parties are feeding them the wrong things. They're telling them about Marathi Manus, they're telling them about Adani development, they're talking about development of coastal roads. That is not the issue here. And somehow, if people start believing that, And acting on that, we are going to be in a worse situation than we've been earlier. We can't vote on ideological patterns. We have to vote for civic amenities. And Mumbaikars don't go out and vote. We are a pathetic city when it comes to voting and exercising our democratic rights. And I don't think that's going to change, sadly so. I'm being practical about this.
All right. A very, very sad situation, according to Bharat Dabholkar, that Mumbaikars don't go out and vote. So this, I suppose, will be our message from this bulletin, from this debate, from this discussion. Everyone must think about going out to vote. Stop being apathetic. Look at the issues around you and vote according to your conscience. Thank you very much to all of my guests today, all four of you. You've pointed out the civic situation, the very, very pressing issues that are there for all Mumbaikars. As Mumbai goes out to vote tomorrow, we'll see how this works out. The hope is that people will go out and vote.
In Tamil Nadu politics today, there's one name everyone is chasing. One leader every party wants on its side. And one question that could reshape the 2026 battle. Where will Vijay go? With the DMK firmly in power and the opposition fractured, actor turned politician Vijay has emerged as the state's most sought-after political force. Every party, except the DMK, is trying to woo him. The BJP has fired the opening salvo. Tamil Nadu BJP chief K. Annamalai has openly called for the consolidation of all anti-DMK voices. And that call includes Vijay and his Tamizhaga Vetri Karagam.
When DMK has to go, the best way for DMK has to go is all the anti-DMK votes gets consolidated. Mr. Vijay, whenever he speaks, that is what his speech indicates. 90% of his speech, he attacks DMK. He wants DMK to go.
For the BJP, the calculation is simple. A united anti-DMK front with Vijay as the ultimate crowd puller. But there's a catch. Vijay has already drawn his red lines. No alliance with the DMK, no alliance with the BJP. At least for now. Yet the political coating shows no signs of stopping. Inside the Congress, debates are intensifying. One section wants to explore an alliance with TVK, betting big on Vijay's mass appeal. Another insists if Congress continues with the MK Stalin-led DMK alliance, it must secure a larger share of power.
We all know that Tamil Nadu is a state where the political alliances matters. Whomever is having a good alliance, they are going to win the government. It has happened in 1967 when Congress was defeated by extreme two different visions.
Adding fuel to the fire, leader of the opposition Rahul Gandhi weighed in with a sharp political message. On X, he slammed the BJP, accusing it of blocking the release of Vijay's latest film, Jananayagan. A post signalling solidarity with Vijay and underscoring just how politically valuable the actor has become. Meanwhile, signals are coming from the AIA-DMK camp. Party chief Edapadi K. Palanisamy hinted at a new ally joining the NDA. Speculation immediately turned to Vijay's TVK. But for AIA-DMK, it's a catch-22. A tie-up with TVK could consolidate anti-DMK votes. But Vijay brings no caste-based support. He has a massive fan following, but no booth-level presence. And while he could be a campaign face, Vijay insists on being the chief ministerial candidate. The party has made it clear, if Vijay's party joins any alliance, one condition is non-negotiable. Vijay will remain the CM candidate, no backseat, no compromise. So as Tamil Nadu's political chessboard shifts, the BJP calls for unity. The Congress debates its future. The AIA-DMK drops hints. And Vijay, he waits, holding the key. Because in this race to woo Vijay, Whoever wins his trust could change the game in Tamil Nadu.
All right, viewers. Well, 4 states up for elections, 2 of them playing out on this show. I stand right in front of Victoria, West Bengal. Lots happening here and lots happening in Tamil Nadu as well. And right now, at least for the moment, the centerpiece of politics is actor Vijay. Everyone wants a piece of Vijay, be it the Congress, be it the DMK, be it the AIDMK or the BJP. So, Mansi Raman, to bring you in, and Shekhar Iyer, both senior journalists, political analysts. How do you break it down? The Congress wants Vijay at one end to muscle flex, especially with the DMK for a better power, seat sharing arrangement. And on the other hand, the sheer fact that Subansi Raman, you said yesterday, if Vijay was to, even an outside chance, go with the NDA, he could very well be the Chirag Paswan.
Oh, yes. I think, Preeti, the matter of the Congress, I still maintain that the Congress will not dump the DMK. They've got to think nationally. The DMK is one of the biggest entities in the India alliance. So if the Congress breaks with the DMK, it means nationally the India alliance, for all practical purposes, collapses. So I'm not too sure that the Congress would want to take that risk. And if they are to take that risk, take it for a completely unknown quantity who may not even have the muscle or the stomach for the fight. We don't know at this point how much of a stomach he has got for the fight. Almost all the major political parties have started finalizing candidates. Now, the TVK, we have not so far got even an inkling of whether the process has even started. And this is a party which is contesting its first elections, mind you. So I think that there is a serious problem. I don't know if Vijay recognizes the extent of the problem that his party is facing, and just charisma alone is not enough to win elections. And the best option for him, as I have been saying this multiple times, is for him to get into an alliance with the AIADMK, not join the NDA. He does not need to join the NDA because it dilutes his anti-BJP line. He can get into an alliance with the AIADMK, put up candidates against the BJP, which is what Chirag Paswan did in Bihar and many others. I mean, as recently as few months ago, also we had friendly fights happening in multiple states. So we saw that in Maharashtra as well, where the Congress had candidates against the Sharad Pawar's NCP in a few seats and so on. So I think that basically what needs to be done is for Vijay to take a call that he would contest maybe 40 seats, identify the candidates, sign up in an alliance with the AIADMK and the other parties in the alliance except the BJP. There is the PMK, there are some more parties which are coming on board, TTV, Dinakaran and others, and he will not put up candidates against them. The BJP is at the most likely to contest 30 seats. Even if Vijay contested against the BJP, the alliance would sweep the elections.
All right. So even if he contests against the BJP, the alliance will sweep the election. Very interesting, political chessboard that Sumansi Raman has created there for us, and an option for actor Vijay. Shekhar Iyer, do you agree?
Well, Preeti, just before we got into this discussion, you mentioned that everybody wants a piece of Vijay. But Vijay wants the cake. So as of now, he has not indicated that he's willing to join hands with anybody. And in fact, before ADMK tied up with BJP, there were discussions or I would say back channel talks between Vijay's aides and the AIADMK. The problem is EPS, Edapadi Pandiswamy, the AIADMK leader, he wants to become CM. The same thing what Vijay wants. So there cannot be any kind of compromise as of now, number one. Number two, whether the Congress and Vijay issue, you see, a day ago Rahul Gandhi was in Tamil Nadu, he was in Nilgiris, and there was a discussion among Tamil Nadu Congress leaders, and DMK leader A. Raja was also present. After Rahul Gandhi left for Mysore, the A. Raja, the DMK leader, and Tamil Nadu Congress leaders had a discussion. And after that, even Manikam Thakur, who has been openly talking of, that the DMK must promise more number of seats and participation in the next government, he also said, look, this alliance is as strong as ever. That means everybody may be, looking at the possibility of a Congress-Vijay alliance. But at the moment, nothing is coming from Vijay as yet, whether he is willing to join an anti-DMK alliance. That is why former BJP President Annamalai's call, there should be a kind of a rally of all anti-DMK forces. This is a call that Amit Shah himself gave when he was in Tamil Nadu a few days ago. But I don't think Vijay is willing to take the bait as so far.
Very interesting, because Shekhar Iyer, you're practically suggesting Amit Shah's call was the same on a regional level that was the Congress's call on a national level, where the India alliance was forged against the BJP. Interesting times. Also, Vijay wants the cake, but the big question is, will he get to eat it too? And we'll only know in times to come. I'm sorry, I'm a little short on time today. Thank you, the both of you, for taking the time out and joining me this evening. One thing is quite clear, with Subansi Raman and Shekhar Iyer both said that the Congress is not going to be leaving the DMK anytime soon. It's a big ally on a national stage where they're already having issues with the TMC. Technically their ally and part of the India alliance, but not quite. And it's going to be gloves off come the elections in West Bengal at least. Thank you all for watching, and for all the latest updates, details, the biggest interviews, the best faces right here in Today's Your Destination. Thank you.